Okay, friends, so here is a quick addendum on another optional way to make the hinge part on these tags. And the idea was actually brought to me by one of my Facebook community members, Barbara. Very clever. Thank you for the idea. So rather than doing the hinge like the original video shows, I'm going to show you a different way. And this will just take just a few minutes. This is not going to be very long, but you will still need to be sure to cut everything as exact as possible. Oh, got a dog hair there. As far as the tops and bottoms. Let me just cut this to where I can see a little bit better here. So I'm going to cut this to there. All right, and just the bottom, actually. The top we will be cutting by hand as the curve, to match the curve. So, but instead of cutting, I'm going to cut this just down the middle by hand, and I'll do it on the trimmer later. But the left side and the right side on each of these, one way to do it is, oops, cut just from the corner, from this corner, just cut like a little slant. Okay, and this is going to be, we're going to cut this as a curve, so I would say just kind of cut down a little bit, and this part you can kind of eyeball. I would cut maybe like a third down, and then do the same thing, cut a little slant there like that. Okay, and then on this one, oops, there we go, cut that, and then just, this part doesn't have to be perfectly straight. And then again, cut about a third of the way down. And then like that, okay? So, and I do want to cut this inside. The insides, the bottom and the inside still needs to be pretty precise and straight. Oh, well, that didn't work. I didn't hold it straight. My paper wasn't straight. Silly me. Okay. And then cut this. All right. Now, as you will see later, we're not going to worry about the top. Okay, so instead of having the piece of paper hinge, the hinge that's in the kit, you can certainly use it that way, but if that's giving you some trouble, you can do it this way. And let me cut this guy out. I think I want to have the door on this guy. Nope, 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 nope. All right, so these are the bits and pieces for this card. This is the back, this will be the inside, and these are the doors. So let's glue the doors to the back side of this one. And what we're going to do is with this style hinge, just go ahead and fold it, but just kind of fold it loosely. We just kind of want to hint. We don't want to really press it down yet because we need to have a little room to adjust. Okay, and then we're going to fold it in half this way. We kind of need that guideline to know where the half point is, but we want this part to be folded in half. And this does need to be as precise as possible. And my hands are so dry, everything's slipping off of my fingers. Okay. All right. And then this can definitely be pressed down harder. And we'll do that again here. Okay, now, so we've got our two pieces, we've got our two halves, right? Like this. Beautiful. And what we need to do is make sure that everything lines up. Get the bottom lined up. All right, and there's a little bit of a gap. Not too bad, but that's why we have a little bit of room to play here. You can adjust this just by a hair by moving it out, because I don't want there to be a gap. There we go. That works nicely. Okay, so now that I know that's where I want it, that's where it needs to be, I will go ahead and do that hinge nice and creased now. Yeah, nice and tight. Okay, so then what we will do at this point is we're just going to glue this to itself, the flaps, just to kind of get them out of the way. Okay, so then we will start with one. Getting it lined up on the bottom is the most important part. So kind of hold it in place so it doesn't move, and then get some glue back here. And I'm about to run out of my glue. That's a sad thing. All right, so there. Okay, and now this one we want to be a little bit more careful with. Make sure before we glue anything down that everything is indeed lined up the way we want it. All right, fold that down so nothing moves. And voila, there you have it. Now at this point, I'm not going to go through the whole process again because I have my original tutorial, but we will glue this to the back of this after we add our ribbon in between, and then we will trim everything down at once. But this is the alternative way to do hinges. If you find the other way a little bit too challenging, it can be a little bit trickier, but this is another great option. Thank you, Barbara, for the idea. All right, you guys, see you later. Have fun.